Okay, one more video real quick. My take, opinion, whatever you want to call it, on 25-minute speed train, week 7. It's hard, I'm not gonna lie. When we finish, I keep, almost every time I say, how is this so hard? It's just 25 minutes, yet somehow he does it. So again, we have to double up. So typically on Mondays we do upper and lower. And we go into the back corner of our gym. We have a Planet Fitness, and it's got the big room, and then over here you've got like an ab room, and over here you've got the kettlebell room. That's where we like to go. The main problem with that is the heavier weights, there's just 2 of each, and they only go up to 45. And so we have to go get the 60 or the 55. I am building up my grip strength, but it is really hard carrying the weight from the front to the back, and then from the back to the front. So I would like there to be more weights in the back. That would make it easier for us. So this week, I don't remember what day it was, but he said we should have, I think it was a total body. He said we should have called this the humbling workout, or something about humility. It was so hard. He also brings in, sorry, my family's coming over for food. My husband's gonna grill out. It's starting to rain. The dogs go crazy. One of my grandkids is scared of dogs, so I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible. He brings in also the tempo, 4 up and 4 down. So like when you're doing whatever the lateral thing is, like I think it's up, you go up a count of 4 and then down a count of 4, and it's very hard. I do try and lift as heavy as I possibly can for as long as I can, and then if I have to, then I drop. And then he does bring back the Dirty Mofo, which is 60 seconds, 40 seconds, 20 seconds, and every time you go down in time, you go up in weights, and then 40, 60. And so every time, once you hit that 20, he wants you to keep that heavy weight as long as possible, and then drop if you need to. So also, again, doing some gym, it can be frustrating because you're really only supposed to have 3 sets of weights. And since you don't know how heavy or light you need to go on some of these weights, I still think tracking is important, even though he says no. We're going to finish, again, lift more, sorry. When we finish this one, week 7 and then week 8, and then we're going to come back to this program. And I'm going to track for sure this next time, because he tells you lift heavier than you did last week, or can you lift heavier? I don't know, Joel. I don't remember what I did. I feel like I have a bit more definition, I guess, and I'm not checking my stats until I finish week 8. But I did it, I think, at week 5 or week 6, and my fat loss has gone down, and my muscle has gone up, and my hydration of my muscles has gone up. My VO2 max has gone up. Something else went up as well, but I want to go up. I do not weigh myself, so if that, hey Joni, I don't weigh myself because I am the same size I was when I lost all my weight 13 years ago. I'm still a medium. I do struggle sometimes with perimenopause belly, but for the most part, I'm in the same clothes. I'm a medium. Everything I wear pretty much is a medium, unless I have bought some clothes. I forget where I bought like a pair of some bottoms, and they were a medium, and they were way too tight. But then I compared them to my other mediums, and they were like a small or an extra small. So I don't know about the scale. So that if that's what you are gauging, I don't gauge the scale as a win or a lose. For me, I gauge it on how I look and how I feel, and my muscle definition, or what I'm working on. And I do walk again. I walk with the 16-pound weighted vest. Just got it off of Amazon. Mine is such a Peacemaker, I don't remember. And I try to walk. Depending on our schedules, it's at the minimum 2.5. If we're at the gym on the treadmill, I try for 4 miles in 65 minutes, because that's like your time on the treadmill. We have been doing the weighted vest since January, so I'm not going to give the weighted vest like any credit for any of this that I'm doing. It is now it's just my habit. If you do want a weighted vest, the recommendation is between 5 to 10% of either your goal weight or current weights. I went heavier than I should have. I did not know that rule. I just went, and my friend and I both said, that's 16 pounds, sounds good. And in the beginning, it was very, very hard. When you would walk on the treadmill and I'm trying to go, 3.6 miles, I'm trying to go, I'm out of breath. When I would pick up the vest, it was heavy. Now I can throw the vest around and it's nothing. So I don't want to give, I'm not just doing the program. I am also walking. But I'm not adding extra. I'm not adding bar. I'm not adding anything else to the program. Sorry, my son distracted me. I am only doing the walking with the vest and then Joel's program. Week 8 is coming up. I know it is going to be extra hard. I know that. And the worst part is we had to double up twice because my friend is going out of town on Friday. So I'm going to have to go to the gym and walk by myself, and then probably do the stretching video at the gym and then come home. My friend, who she's 46, she's younger than me. She has been sore a lot, and one day she said she was a sore. She used to be for Autumn's workouts. I forget, it may have been total body, I can't remember. I have barely been sore. I've mentioned before, I think I was doing chest presses wrong, and so I've been a little bit sore from chest presses, but that's really it. I can tell every now and then, oh yeah, I worked legs yesterday, or I can feel it in my glutes or something, but for the most part, I am not sore at all. I'm just letting you know that there are different, not results, because I feel like the results are there, experiences maybe is the word I'm looking for, because again, she has been sore a lot. I have not. I do take some different supplements that she does, so I'm not sure if it's the supplements. I don't know. But I definitely recommend this program. I think it is an excellent program. I think that he is really, with time under tension, really burning you out. And his cues are excellent on the glute bridge. He has you dig your heels in, which is a typical one. And he also encourages you not to rest at the bottom, to never touch the ground, the floor, that you are to, keep that contraction the whole time. I did not measure my glutes, so I have no idea if this program has helped grow them, but I will say all the previous programs together with this one, my glutes are the strongest they've ever been in my entire life. I feel like that's probably it. I guess you know that programs, get progressively harder every week, but week 5 was a doozy. The Dirty Mofo, when he threw that in, was hard. I have no idea what he's going to throw in for week 8, but I will come back next week and tell you how week 8 went for us. And then once we do week 7 and we compare from our tracker, we'll see if we and we also did some measurements, didn't do a whole lot, we did some. I'm excited to see. I really feel like this program really has delivered. And again, it's only 25 minutes, but it is a 25 minutes, 15-second break between them, and then you get 1 minute while he explains the next move. And you really want to have weights ready. That's again why I think that tracking, so you at least have a gauge, is important. And then if you do this program, remember that he most likely did all 3. He did 3 a day. And so he definitely is more worn out than we are, except for probably next week whenever we have to double up twice. But that is it. If you have any questions, I would love to answer them for you. I am a huge, I don't love it. I hate it when I'm doing it, but I love the results, and I love taking care of myself physically, and I love that now that I'm 50, I have the most muscle mass that I've ever had in my entire life, and I am the strongest I have ever been. And I actually have some definition forming that I've never had in my life. And so I guess I'm a little bit passionate about this maybe, and I would love to answer any questions or concerns or thoughts that you have. He does do a lot of modification, and I feel like this, you can tell if you pre-watch, like I've had to pre-watch some to decide if we're going to go to my friend's house or the gym, that he's giving you the modifications, but I feel like part of it is also that his body is physically worn out because he's did so many back to back So I feel like sometimes the mods are helpful so that we can see a modification if we need it, but I feel like sometimes he might have needed a little bit of a modification himself. And his goal is to wear you out with by the time you finish, he wants you completely zapped of everything. And I feel like he does a pretty good job of that. I really feel like I'm impressed that a 25-minute workout has me almost spent every time, especially on the double up days, which I do not recommend unless you have to. Again, if you have any questions, concerns about this program or any of the other programs I've mentioned, I make no money for any of this stuff. I do not make a single penny from a Facebook video on here, nothing. So this is all just me sharing the meal preps and all of that. I make nothing. These are just me sharing what is working for me, what I'm finding, whatever. So I'm not affiliated with Beachbody. I am affiliated with THM. I'm not affiliated with any of the protein powders I take, or even the supplements that I take. I'm just here sharing what is working for me, and I am making not a penny on some of my posts. I might make some money, but videos, nothing. I'm just trying to be helpful, I guess is the right word. I hate when I go to somebody's page and I'm looking for a product or a supplement and everybody is selling that thing, and that's what they're just telling you to buy it because they're going to get commission. I don't do that. I'm also excited that I know that it could get worse. When I turned 51, I heard I could go downhill, whatever. But at the age of 50, to be seeing changes that I like, and to be, and I'm not bragging. I hope you don't take this as even a humble brag. I promise that is not what I'm doing. This is just, I'm just passionate about taking care of me and other women. We often put ourselves last, and I don't want anybody to do that. And if we wait too long, you're going to have a whole long road ahead of you. You can still do it. There are many women who were not fit at all, like turned 50 and then became bodybuilders. So it's definitely possible. It's just a harder road once you start losing all your muscle mass to then get it back. But again, if you have questions or anything, I would love to answer them. Or thoughts, or if there's a program you like that you would like to tell me about, I am here for it. No gatekeeping here. That is it. Have a great weekend. Bye.